Hey, this is Ransom1690 back here with another video. So, all my folks is gone today. My quote unquote mom is at a funeral. Let's get this out the way. And it's real funny. Let me turn the light off in my room. It's really funny because she goes to funerals for people she's barely even known or never even talked to, but I guess because they're church family, I guess you can say, she goes to it. Which, hey, it works for me. At least I don't gotta see her face for a while. Works in my favor. But what I'm gonna talk about today is the difference between a mirage and reality. It was pretty cold too. I think I'll put me a coat on. That's another thing that sucks about this reality is the fucking weather and shit. You know, it often get so cold in the winter. Your house will get cold too, but like really fucking cold. But let me get back on topic though. You know, I'm gonna talk about the difference between what's mirage, or in other words, what's fake and what's reality. Because you see, when I was starting, well, I think I was more in the middle, like, of my artistic journey. Kind of sit this down to where y'all can see something other than a fucking blank screen. But see, when I was in the middle or earlier on in my, artistic journey, I would constantly look at other art videos and, you know, just how they had more subscribers and just how well off it seemed that they were doing. I would look at the studios that they had and look at just how it looked like they were doing good. And usually, a lot of these studios, it would either be these real brightly lit, natural sunlight, roomy places, or it would be real high tech because you got like there are is digital artists now. There is people who draw on tablets, and it would either be real high tech neon, real neon-y effect, and it would have just a specific look of style to it, and it's like I would want that for myself. I would constantly look at the place where I'm having to do art, where I'm having to practice my craft, and it's like, damn, I wish I was in that position because here I am, I'm having to practice in a fucking bedroom and this and that. Y'all done already seen my space, even though I try to make it look as decent as possible. It's like, damn, like this is my mindset, man. I'm in a fucking bedroom. I ain't got no room to push shit, no room to really move around. And then, I'm in a fucking environment that sucks. That's what I was thinking about. It's like I would look at these people and look at what they would cast on the camera and how they would present their lives. And it would seem like a type of paradise to me. And that's still like, kind of something that I kind of fall into is just looking at these people and thinking that they have it made. But see, the problem with that is that a lot of times when these people put on these fucking cameras and show their life, like it's a reason why they say they're only showing it through one lens, because what they show is usually just a highlight reel. And that's the same thing with these fucking videos that I would look at, of these artists. They're only showing you the best parts of their life. They're only showing you exactly a fantasy, if that I can put it like that. They're not showing you the reality of what their life is really all about. So it's like a lot of these people who I would admire, who I thought had made it in life, then it would be some instances, not too many, but on some rare occasions where they would come back and they would say like, "Oh, I gotta move because my landlord's kicking me out." And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Well, damn." Or the fact that, they revealing that, oh, they still gotta, even though they making everything look like they got it made or all dressed up, then they reveal like, yeah, I'm a professional artist who still has to work a day job. And it's like, what the fuck? And it's like, that's the thing. Like, you don't know what these people are really going through, or you don't know how their life really is. I don't think anyone really just has that perfect life, unless you're rich. I'm gonna say that's the only exception, and I just may be being a bit biased there. My fucking screw fell off my goddamn easel. I'll have to put it back on later. But I think maybe I'm just being a bit biased there. I think that me personally, I think that if you're rich, that there is no excuse for you to be miserable or depressed unless like you have a fucking illness that you can't cure. Then that's anything. But it's like, if you have money to do anything you want to do, you're in good health. I'm going to say that first. I'm going to say, if you at least have good health, if you're rich, I mean, you don't have to worry about fucking nothing. You got money to do whatever you want to do. You don't got to worry about no goddamn bills. You don't got to fucking worry about, oh, is this insurance gonna pay for my doctor visit if I do get sick? You don't gotta worry about shit. Then I'm like, that's when I can say, okay, you don't really have a fucking reason to really be depressed about anything, because you don't really have anything to struggle about, but so I will say, I may be wrong again, but this is just my opinion, that rich people, like, yeah, they do possibly have it made, but it's like, for poor people who's trying to make it or trying to establish themselves, and they're presenting all of this stuff through the lens that, yeah, this is the best life that I'm living. Like, I got this fanciful place or this fanciful studio, and like, yeah, I'm able to do art and and just on my own terms and this and that. It's like, I'm just realizing all of that shit is just a fucking highlight reel. Like, it's not real. It's not reality, you know. And that's basically just what I'm coming to terms with, is that it's just not reality. They may, it's something they may be going through in their life that they struggling with, like having to hold down a side job again. But a lot of them don't fucking show that part of their life. A lot of them just show the the what people would interpret as, oh, they made it, or they're living their best life. They're gonna only show the best parts. They're not gonna show that, oh, they're facing eviction, or uh the fact that, oh, while they're pursuing their career or their artistic endeavors, that they have a spouse who's paying for, like, the fucking rent or their uh living expenses while they get to pursue their endeavor. And if it wasn't for that, then they have to fucking hold down a regular ass job like everyone else. And so that's something that I'm just no longer falling for. It's just the mirage that these people put on screen in front of these cameras and shit. And just, it is so funny because, I mean, I've mostly seen this with the woman artists, but I mean, the men, the men, I notice they do it in their own way, but it's like for the woman, it's always, I'm not trying to insult no one's lifestyle here, but it's always the same thing. I notice, like, they're either fucking wearing these got white gowns, like it looks, I don't fucking know where to, I mean, I don't know, but they're wearing these white, uh I'm not gonna call it fanciful, but like, just these gowns or some sort of, I don't know how to mention it. And then they're casting these footages like bright sunlight, you got the room, and then a violin music playing, or fucking, some kind of classic type music playing. And it's like they're just showing it like, oh, they're just up on the clouds or some shit. And it's like, man, just looking at that now, it's like, man, now I know that ain't how you live in your life every fucking day. Now, come on now. And it's like the men are different, like, depending. I think, because I don't really watch a lot of art videos, I mean, anymore, because I'm usually working on my own craft. But I think usually the men, they're more, liking to show themselves more decked out with shit, with technology. I think that goes for even the traditional artists. When they show they shit, they like to show all this decked out furniture, TV, maybe the latest gaming console, and then they have their fucking drawing board or their studio on the side. And it's like they all look happy, they all look satisfied, but it's like, or I know just looking at it now, that it's just not fucking real. That's not reality. That's just, again, a highlight reel. So, yeah, that's really all I wanted to get on here and say. Just, it's easy to fall for that kind of stuff when you yourself is in a shitty situation or in a undesirable situation that you wish could get better. But the fact of the matter is that there will hardly be any point in a lot of our lives where it'll just be that picture perfect life or image, and of course, all of this sounds fucking obvious and shit, but I mean, I fell for it. I fell for the mirage when I would look at these people. So I don't know. But yeah, it's just a little short video today. That's all I wanted to get on here and say. And, and I'll be back to y'all with another one real soon.